Here's the drill, folks. It is now October, and that means all non-spooky activity on the channel will be put on hold until the conclusion of October. And it also means I'm doing fucking Silent Hill 2, because it's one of the few spooky games that I have remaining, really. So, what better time than in the presence of all the funny joust that run around during all the fun autumnal time of year? There's a sub-scenario? I guess I'm doing the main scenario. Riddle level, eh? Let's just do normal for both. An early exam, multiple fucking crunch difficulty, there's all sorts of different ways. Let's do it. Let's just do it in the way that we see us do it today, with us here present. Alright. A classic of the genre. Oh, look at my face. Look at my nose here. Here's the image that is definitely gonna be the thumbnail, because when is it not? The famous image of a man looking at himself in a weird room. And now I'm sideways looking out of the piss. Now, in piss vision, watch a man stand there. I'm sorry, I'm not interfering with the atmosphere, am I? I don't like eating all the oxygen.
In this town.
Could you? Or is this another funny joke? We're me. We're me at the moment. The tap looked weird. There was a pink gemstone inlaid in it. Interact. There's some sort of pink pearl. There's a tasty idea of what it could mean to be part of the Stranch Brigade. Which one of these is the way out, please? Why have you attacked the toilet? Somebody's put all of the rusty metal here. The make fashion am thou. Well, you know what they say, the make fashion am thou. Alright, here's my feet, or where they would be. Or perhaps where they have been. Oh, foggy. Foggy. Why don't you come out here and have a think to yourself about what sort of lovely deliciousness we can get up to? There's a photograph of a lake.
I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did.
Oh, I love promising things and then not doing them.
I'm alone there now.
I'm deliberately unreliable.
In our special
It's a funny joke.
Waiting for you.
I'm at the Eternity Club in northeast Prague. I can see a fucking seam in the... You can see the seams of the JPEG.
Mary.
Ah,
My
brilliant.
wife's name.
My wife's name.
It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. A dead person can't write a letter. Mary died.
Unless
by
they're
the
a
damn
fun
disease.
skeleton that's been reanimated. Only skeletons. Not even a zombie.
Why am I looking for her?
It's not a question of whether or not they have a physical form.
Our special place.
Only bones hold the pen.
What could
That's
she
in the
be?
Necronomicon. That is not dead
So
which
the
can
town is
eternal
our
lie.
special place.
Oh, and while we're on the
Does
subject,
she mean the park on the lake?
Holbeck usually gets
We spent the whole day there.
truncated, paraphrased.
Just the two of us, staring
Um,
at the water.
It's a good thing I already know the plot of this
Can
game,
we
because
really
I've
be
not
there?
read, I think, a single
Is she
line
really alive?
of any of this.
waiting for me?
I promise I'm taking this seriously. I don't mean to disrespect anybody's favourite electronic toy. But here's the snout of the gods. It's in my car. Am I getting in my car? Oh, there's something in my car. Something sinister. Something delicious, maybe. A box of all of the donuts that you can... There's a map. A map of all of the donuts that you can look at. Tourism donuts. What else can I do? Yep, that's the inside of a car. Are you sure you don't want to take the seats? Maybe you'll need a big sit down. Did you think to bring any attack? No attack? What about under the hood? Is there a hood grenade? Hood grenade no more. You're conspicuous. Why is this sign so much brighter than everything else? No particular reason. Sploats. Sploats we go. How do I check the map, by the way? Observation. Oh, good. I'm going completely the wrong way, that means. Rosewater, eh? Very well then. Knowing this game, is it its own ending if I just leave? Probably, right? Oh, I found it! The running along button. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Hoo hoo hoo. Well, that looks like a radio. Is it an actual radio, though? Is it the radio? There wasn't one. It wasn't a radio at all. Hello? Mind if I eat your ambulance? It's not an ambulance, but they might have had one that I could eat. Pays to ask, doesn't it? You're gonna be, closed, aren't you? Paleville National Park. I can't do the big drive. We come. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Come to Silent Hill, it's full of jizz. Let's not have this be the energy we open up with. How about why don't we never eat Mary's name again? Let's take a fucking moment to reprioritize. This is supposed to be a perfectly normal examination of a classic of the genre played on the original hardware, because all the fucking... The re-releases of this game were famously skrunked. I have a very specific memory. I didn't know at the time. I think I got the PS3 re-release, was it? One of the PlayStations that wasn't PlayStation 2, certainly. And the fog in this bit looked particularly skrunked up. Here it looks lovely. Here it looks like positively natural. In the re-release, you could see each individual cloud of fog as its own distinct object. It was a little embarrassing. Apparently that is because, they lost the source code. They had to, redo the whole thing from scratch, apparently. And they didn't. We didn't do it this time. Only the people near the trees can say for certain. Off I go wandering. Lovely little atmospheric wander down the trees. Everybody look at me and everybody sneeze. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I will scare you with a thing in your brain. that's because it's because it's a psychological horror, and B, because I didn't really know what else to call the monsters here. I mean, I guess monsters would have done. Monsters usually do. Monsters usually put their trousers on their arms and have a right old cartwheel down the road, don't they? Something fantastic. Okay, I swear I can see faces in the fog now. I think that's bit of the old, my own personal brainial scrongulations is now maybe, although I suppose like they are in a position to literally do that, aren't they? Because they designed the fog. I just don't know how likely it is that they would have bothered. But who knows? Maybe with a little more research, I could learn whose faces they were. I could dox your fog by the end of this project. Who can even crumble under the weight of Marcy anymore? Marcy's too small. They went and shrunk Marcy, and now you can't crumble that. Oh, the red. Somebody's in the well. Somebody's got a red post-it note grabbing your brain. Alright. This is how we save a game. As you can see, there's significantly more space in slot 2, so that's where I'm saving it. It becomes a hassle otherwise. Not all PS2 games. I have to be reading that wrong, because it seems to be suggesting that it's the 95th day of the 0th month in the year 2000. Which, I mean, it could be. I don't know what dimension I'm in right. I guess if I was pulled into some other dimension where that were possible, I wouldn't necessarily know. What does a month look like, you know? Can you taste the evening? Can we really prod at the fog's gone mad just then? There was a great big swath of it right at once. I could hardly believe it. I could hardly believe the Roman candle was alive. Who made living fireworks? You've given sentience to a thing that is destined to burn out and explode and whatever else fireworks like to do. Why make it know its own fate? Why make a graveyard? The fog! You've made the tomb! Hello, it's me. I'm crouching near the graves. Nope, I've come back. I actually thought I wasn't done looking at the grave yet.
Excuse me,
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Oh no, a living tombstone.
Okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
I mean, it would be wild if the inverse were true.
Lost?
It's okay, I'm just somebody who wanders around. Lost in a grave?
Yeah. I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Who would get lost in a graveyard at this
It's
time
hard
of
to
year?
see with this
Cool.
fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
I seem to have.
But
Yes?
I think you'd better stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain, but
I think you need to harbinge with a tad more confidence, to be honest. I don't know that you're going to deter anyone like that.
either.
Okay, I got it. I'll be...
I already have concerns over the effectiveness over the harbinger warning system in the first place.
I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going to town either way.
I'm gonna look at my wife,
Why?
even if it kills me.
I'm looking for someone.
Your eyes don't look right.
Who is it?
Someone
Your eyes don't look right.
very important to me.
Samuel
I do
Dangleson?
anything
I
I could be with
can't
her
remember
again.
his name. I'm sure it'll be mentioned.
Me too. I'm looking for my
Matt
mom.
Stanley?
I
I'll
mean
stop
my
guessing
mother.
now. I'm just gonna... it's not
been
right.
so long
It's
since
not
I've
right to
seen
call somebody so many different names. Oh, your chin went. Or your chin froze.
I thought my
Is your chin
father
coming or
wrote
going?
here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry. It's not your
No,
problem.
I hope you find them.
Yeah,
In your
too.
comfy jumper. I hope everybody shows up. Alright. Everybody's coming into the fog looking for things or people. Ain't that pretty great? Well, I move past the church, please. Or do I? Where am I, in general? Hello? Can I eat all the communion wafers? No. Too much Christ, they say. What they don't tell you about Christ is that in large doses, he's actually lethal. You gotta be real fucking careful. You gotta be really, really, real... I'm walking... I'm just grinding my little nose against all the invisible walls I can be at the moment. Alright. The novelty of the RP walking has worn off ever so slightly. Posts. Why don't you post yourself through the gates of hell? Check the car in vain for some sort of usable material. There is none. The camera... The camera is very much a separate entity from you in this game. I don't remember who said it, but it's sort of been an opinion I feel like I've seen in a few places that sort of adds to the effectiveness because it makes it feel like rather than you being in control of the camera is like this other thing that's just sort of following you around. Watching your every move and laughing at your face. The ranch? No ranchers for me. No ranchers for me, do my little run, woohoo! I mean, he runs a damn sight better than a Resident Evil protagonist. I will give him that... I feel like... everybody's gonna fall over in a second. Pum 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 pum. That's the thing with a game that is choosing to pace itself. I keep catching myself looking back at the clock. For the purposes of what I'm doing here, I am gonna need something a little bit more than just more fog to react to. That's why it's not a perfect form of archival. This, really. I want to do a series of it, because not only is it like a classic of the genre, as I keep saying, it's also one where like subsequent releases of it are provably and famously fucked up. So I feel like the fact I've got an original version, like, for what the mission statement of the channel is, it feels like a waste not to do it. But also, this sort of experience is kind of designed for isolation. Which I am ever so slightly undermining by, narrating it to an audience. Like, you're not the one alone in here experiencing it, and, like, I'm technically alone, but I'm acting throughout as though I am not. So nobody's quite got the exact matrix of the cornel cornflakes. I think I got that the wrong way round. The infernal concrete. Why'd you crouch at the gate? You have to do your little stance before the gate will open. You have to put your brain back on for the sick penguins to be revived, haven't you? Come on, sir. Come on, Stanislavski. You've only got one brain cell to attach to it. Something's making weird noises. Careful, there's a snake up there. That's what that sign says. It's like, be mindful that there's a snake in this direction, and then it points to where the snake is. Alright, come on. Come on, we're going. I don't know if it's possible for me to fall off the road here, but I will. I'll do it no matter what. You can probably see that if I stop here, he's like panting because he's run away too much. I don't know what the ultimate limit of Mr. Run's funny juice is going to be, so I'm trying to be a little bit careful, even if I'm not completely. Even if I haven't yet been assembled. Even if I don't lift the grail to my own lips, you can bet someone's gonna have a drink. What are you? The Roadrunner? Are you a funny little meep? You are. You are just about. Legally distinct, one hopes. Was Warner Brothers involved in the development? I don't see why they would have been. Maybe the Roadrunner is like the only one who is public domain because it's an actual bird. Like it's not even like Ronald the Run Fast Man or something. Like his name is just a bird, an existing bird. The original name for the character was going to be an existing bird, but that didn't really scan well with the flower shop. Alright, there's a flower shop nearby. Fair enough. I can hear Graham the Mighty breathing somewhere. Oh. First aid kit. Hilarious. More things? Things over here? Not really. No, James, we don't have things, we have strings. Strings are things, you fool! No, James, they're not. There's a different category. What do you mean by that? Strings don't exist. What? Yeah, you can tell because puppets aren't real. What are you What do you mean? I think James is being gaslit about the existence of puppets right now. But it's none of my business. I will allow it to happen while I steal your caravan. Come on. No, nothing. Nothing in the bloody... I think this is... the entire first episode may just be us wandering around, waiting to establish what the thing is that's going to happen. I feel like, oh dear, somebody's bleeding the road again. I can't believe someone stabbed the road yet more.
Oh, it's me. Something.
Well, even I'm not sure what I am. I'm not entirely sure what I am. I am not entirely sure what I am. Please follow me through the fog. I am probably not a dog. But we can't really rule it out at this stage. Righty hoo hoo. Righty hoo hoo hoo. I bet you're extremely excited to hear my name for the 5th time. Hey. Hey for you. Gone tomorrow. Solio. We still going this way? There's not been any blood. There we go, blood. Only when you need to turn around does the world bother bleeding at you. This is what I keep telling people. But they don't. You're bothering to look somewhere. Let me in. You have to let me in. Okay, that time I've been pressing the same button each time trying to open the door, and that time it worked. I got a health drink. I got a health drink. I got a health drink. I got a sad man. I got a real gun. Ho ho. Pick up all your drinks, please. Any more drinks? And then back here, a bucket of Jolly Ranchers. Probably not. Ah! That hurt me entire eyeballs. It's not got the world-ending riddle on it anymore. Save completed. It's measuring, like, time, not the world anymore. I don't understand. I don't understand what James Junk is doing today. But let's find out together. Let's find out together. How much further is it to the next event? I'd like to be able to see where I'm going, please. Can we arrange that? There's a good boy. There's a helpful Henry. Are we, I've got this horrible feeling that there's a whole other road we need to go down yet before we get anywhere. Come on. I feel like I want to at least establish the threat before I want... So, I discussed earlier the comments about, like, how they not being able to control the camera adds to it. I think it's actually just bad. But it's all subjective at the end of the day. I guess this is coming from the perspective of someone who's a big fan of, like, the RE remake games. And, like, they didn't feel the need to do that, so... I've seen that you can accomplish this sort of thing without that. So... ho-hum. It's it's interesting the significance people can attach to things.
Oh, but I'm here. You can see me, but
But we're not paying attention to me right now. I'm here plain as day.
wait for it.
Is there a squiggly creature? Yes, I'm here. I'm praying to the fucking floor. No. Here I am. A sack. Just a sack. Hello, here's my arse. Face me if you dare. Oh, you look like you were being electrocuted, but you were actually just glistening. I've got a bit of wood. Why don't you take that? Are you going to tell me how to use it, please? No, I'm just going to wiggle. I'll wiggle at you. Be attacked. No, be attacked. Be attacked. Be attacked? Here we go. Hit the hit a man in the leg with some wood button has been activated.
Is it dead?
It's a sack of guy.
Human.
It's not even haggis at this point. Alright. So it's, you hold down this, and you fuck them! You fuck them all! Look at this! Okay. Reacquainting myself. I forget that they don't all have tutorials back in the day, because you got a booklet that served that purpose. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, that reminds me.
This thing broken?
Come to's. Tinkf. I'd uke. Jam!
I better take it anyway. I might need it.
Definitely might need a broken radio. You never know. I used to play this survival horror video game called Silent Hill. My feet are following me around the room. Amazing stuff. Right, well, we are now in a position, I think, to... everything is in place. So I think we shall just continue next time, why don't we? Tune in for that. Goodbye. Ooh, intrigue.